Well, I'm going to attempt to do a flip through of this science field guide that I will use it for around my property to show what kind of things are happening at my property. Animals and nature stuff. So this is also known as an alligator or a chubby book. This is a snake skin on the back. I cut out cardboard and made it like a frame in there. So we made our journals first in the last part of November for this ephemera project, and then we did one challenge every day. But some of these things were already in the book to start with, and then the challenge you added different ones to it. So this is something that I had added myself, and that's what I wanted to do, is add, like I found this dragonfly wing, and then I wrote a little bit about dragonflies. And that's a fire bush leaf. There's plenty of room to add more samples of things I find, or leaves. And then I put them in this specimen frame. And the pages all vary from this 1882 logbook from Virginia Bank that I happened to get my hands on. And that was just a color book page. And then I put this color chart to coordinate what the colors were in this leaf. And of course, it changed after a while, being dried. Here's one of the challenges. This is challenge 7 with a handwritten note and a loaded card. So I added stuff to the card here, and the note is in this little envelope. And this is a more recent challenge. This is 24 yesterday. And it was a coffee or tea and a specimen card. This is challenge 3, and it was a bright color and a journaling area. That's a page I'd added before I made it the challenges. And this one also I added beforehand, just creating the journal. And I have a little robin feather in there. What I want to say, the redbird has said already, and better in 1,000 trees. And that was my Mary Oliver. I think this is my favorite challenge. Splatter and a playing card. And so I took the playing card, and this is an ace of cards. It was a round set of cards, and I just cut out more round cards and made acorns on all of them. And this is the little fold-out area. And that was some of my experimenting with gel printing and stamps or woven basket type thing that I pressed on it. And I did a rough sketch of an acorn and made it look like it was a field documenting. This was challenge 6 of a feather and a bingo card, and I just put big from the bingo card. And this is coffee stained paper. This was challenge 1. A canning jar, mason jar, and fluff. So I put lightning bugs in a jar and stenciled a black tree and then spattered it with white to make it look like lightning bugs all over it. And this one I had added before in just creating the journal. That one too. This one was a challenge for old envelope, and I believe feathers. Did I write it down anywhere? No, I didn't write it down anywhere. Yeah, it is challenge 9, collage fodder and junk mail. So I collaged all these little bits of pieces of paper that I had gel printed, and then these bigger pieces. Well, this is a separate piece too. Outlined it in gold, and then spattered the white dots all over. But I added feathers from the different birds. And this a feather a friend sent to me. But this is the fodder, just scraps of paper. Instead of throwing it away, we make a junk journal out of it. This was 17, rust, and a bookmark. Yeah, I did like this one too because it's got a rust technique I learned. And it's really coarse and rough, just like it's rusted. And it's cinnamon. And then we were to cut out a stamp and make a stamp or a stencil I think it was, bookmark and rust. Yeah, anyway. This one was challenge 22, water and envelope insert. And I did add some more to this because it looked too plain. And this is the envelope that I covered, and then the insert is this part. We think people had a confusion on that, but I added this to the envelope so it continues on the picture. And the water was the creek. This one was acetate and a banner. So I combined the two and made these little pinafores, or what do you call them? Little flags, and added glitter stuff inside of them. And the animal was a seahorse, and I went ahead and used the seahorse that particular time. 2 more signatures to go. This was a photograph and metal. So I just put metal inside that didn't go in there. Oh yeah, it did. Came loose. This one was number 4, recycled old art and a penny pocket. So this is considered a penny pocket. And this is gel print I did, and then I drew on it. This is the old art, some sketch I made in 2001. I was out at Goshen Pass and drew some of the gumball leaves out there. This challenge was handmade stamp. Yeah, this is where the stamp comes, and the jumbo card. So I made this stamp out of styrofoam and then stamped it on there. And this is the jumbo card. And I used a stencil and a bag with, what's in the bag? Oh, another card. And this was a challenge of number 20, fabric snippet roll, and grunge. So this is considered a snippet roll. It's just scraps left over and you sew it onto paper or fabrics. And then this was grunge on a used envelope from Audubon, all that junk mail you get. And I added that cute little mouse in there, which I am not a fan of all the mice around. And then added the rust to make it look real grungy. It's Mr. Rodent. Come in. This was challenge 10, leaves, envelope, and an owl was the animal. So there's a pocket back here, and the envelope opens up, and these are ginkgo leaves, and I don't know, oak leaves, something from the yard. Uh-oh, that was broke off something else. So this is a ginkgo leaf. And I just painted it. That's one leaf, and I painted it. Looked like a butterfly. And this was a challenge 16, packaging and an index card. And so I chose the acorn, walnuts, and a tea bag. And this box, and this is the index card with the birds on it, and I just made a place to write inside with these as tabs. And this one was challenge 5, a number and a sentiment ticket. So keeping with the theme, I added a bumblebee specimen there, and that's a number. And then these are tickets from a really old book, 1943 book. So they're orchestra and a train ticket. And then this postcard was with it, of the train, evidently, that they rode on. And this is the pocket that I just did for today, the last one, number 25. And that was leather and ATC, artist trading card. This is number 21, button and tea bags. And I like this one too. So I made my own little button there and put a little spider on him. And then this button I added leather behind it, an old leather cover from a book. And then these are the tea bags that I made into faux rice paper by adding tissue and layers. And so this book is a collection of edible berries. They're on my property. No, it's this one. There it is. Don't know that I would go for the black nightshades. That just kind of creeps me out. And that brings you to the end of the book with coffee-dyed paper. So that was pretty fun. Now I can start using this journal on the property.